Hey beauties, it's CurlyKimmyStar and I'm here today to do my foundation routine. And I've been meaning to do this for a while and several people have asked me to do it. And I actually did a demo on one of my videos, my Makeup Forever videos, but I figured I'm just gonna go through the whole thing step by step and show you what I do. And yeah, so if you're interested, you wanna see how I do my foundation, please stay tuned. Okay, so when I do my foundation, I put sunscreen on my face first, then I do a foundation primer, then the actual foundation. So I do that first, and then I actually go back and do my concealer. So I'll do a quick concealer at the end, just so you can see how I do that. But the products I'm using today are Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. Love this. This is one of my favorite foundations, and this is in the color 170. They actually did this. See the cute little monogram, CKS. They did that at the Ipsy Generation Beauty. So that was their booth. They were doing that for everybody. Super cute. I'm actually using, this is also Makeup Forever. I'm using their Step 1 Skin Equalizer Hydrating Primer. For my sunscreen, I'm using Day Solution Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 35. That's from Mary Kay. And the concealer that I'm going to use is LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. And this is in the color Pure Beige. I'm also going to use, which I always use, which is a Beauty sponge. And this is the sponge by BH Cosmetics. And this is already wet, I've already moistened it, so it's already damp. The first thing that I do is I put on my Day Solution sunscreen, and really it just depends on the one that I'm using. This is the one I'm using now. I love this. It's anti-aging too. And there was one that I was using, which I cannot think of the name right now. I'm drawing a blank, but that's really, really good. It's a really, has more natural ingredients, but this one I like too. So I just basically put it all over my face, blend it in, because it's super important to wear a sunscreen on your face every single day, because you know we're always going to be getting rays from the sun, so it's really important to do that. Even if it's cloudy, you're still getting sun rays. And then I try to pull a little bit down to my neck as well. So that's that. I put that on my face. Oh, and just so that you know, my face is clean. It's already been washed, so my face is clean. So yeah, so I got my sunscreen on. And then I'm going to put on my Step 1 Skin Equalizer from Makeup Forever. This is their hydrating primer. They have lots of different formulas for this. But this is my favorite formula. I do actually have acne-prone skin. This is really good though. My skin has not actually likes the hydration in it, because it's just a little bit, so it does not make my skin oily at all. It actually feels really good, which is why I don't actually use a moisturizer anymore in the mornings. I just use this. So this is my primer. And the other reason why you want to make sure that you use a foundation is, especially if you're somebody who ever gets acne blemishes, is because of hyperpigmentation. The sun actually makes it worse. So if you ever have acne scarring or anything like that, you always want to wear a sunscreen, because you can make any hyperpigmentation that you have on your face will get worse in the sun. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my foundation, and I use actually a pump, one full pump, and then like kind of a little bit extra, so not even two, like 1.5 pumps. And then I just apply that all over my face, just like that. Rub it in. And then I get a little bit under my eyes, which I'm gonna do concealer too, but I just put a little bit under my eyes as well. Okay, so then I get my beauty sponge, which is, like I said, it's already damp. And then I basically blend in all that foundation that I put on my face. And this is really good for giving you a nice finish. You can use any ones. You don't have to use this one. This is a really good one. It's much cheaper than the beauty blenders, which I like those too, but they're more expensive. I get beauty blenders when they're on sale, but these I'll just get all the time because they're like $5. Okay, so that's it. That's it. Sometimes I use powder, but most of the time I don't, because I like a little bit of a glow. And my skin is normal to oily, but it's not super oily that I absolutely have to do powder. So this is what I do most of the time. And on the days that I use powder, which I can't really remember the last time I used powder, I just take it and just apply it with a brush all over my face. The next thing that I'm gonna do, just really briefly, is I'm gonna show you how I conceal using this product. I actually do have a video using a Makeup Forever where I review their concealer, the really, really good concealer, that one as well, but I have a whole video on that and a demo, so I figured I would just use a different one so you can see how I apply this one. So this one has a brush, and you just squeeze of the product into the brush, And then I just apply that under my eyes. Really easy. Want to make sure I get all of the dark areas because you can see the difference already here and here. Don't worry, I'm going to blend it. It looks like a little much right now, but I actually will blend that with my beauty sponge so that it won't be so dramatic. So then I take my sponge and I take the corner and then I just kind of dab it under my eye. I don't want to wipe it because you need more product under your eyes, obviously, than on your foundation because you're trying to cover something. So that's pretty much how I do that. So that's it. Super easy, right? Super quick. It doesn't take me long. The other thing I'm going to point out is if I have any blemishes on my face or any skin discolorations that I want to cover, then I will use the concealer that I'm using and then I'll just, so there's a little redness there. And I just blot it with my foundation. And I just usually use my finger just to cover it. So that's it. So if you have any questions, leave them below. Or if you have any ways that you do your foundation, leave those below too, and let me know if there's something that you do that may be a quicker tip than what I'm doing. I would love to hear that. Otherwise, yeah, any questions, leave them below. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye. Hey, Beauties, it's CurlyKimmyStar, and I'm here today to talk about jewelry. And I'm going to talk about today paparazzi jewelry and accessories. So if you want to know more about this super cute jewelry that's way affordable for every budget, please stay tuned. This jewelry was sent to me by Julia. Julia is an independent consultant with paparazzi, and her team is called Julia's $5 Jewels. So she was sent this to me.